Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program. And we're continuing the art of buying and selling wristwatches. And the next episode is how do you assess the condition of a second-hand watch and how do you make a reasonable judgment on the value of an individual piece compared to the general second-hand market price for the same model. And look, it all comes down to what is the original like. That's right. You always, when you're comparing a piece, you compare it to the original. And look, I can't really teach this in an episode. You've really got to, the way you gain experience on the condition is basically by handling, looking at heaps and heaps and heaps of watches. And you know what mint pieces look like compared to, not so loved pieces. And this is really the whole thing. The whole thing. You've really got to, there's no substitute for experience. That's right, experience. You need to know what to look for in a pre-owned piece. You need to know what is good condition. What is mint. You learn what is an original dial and hands. What are all the little intricacies. And it's only by handling them, dealing, talking to dealers, seeing what they all look like. But it's, it's always nicer to buy a piece in mint as new condition. You're going to pay a premium compared to a piece that is in usable condition. And I always say that the most important thing is honesty in a piece. You want a piece that hasn't been fucked with. You want a piece that's as nice, genuine as possible. Papers, service history, all these things add up. But you don't need me to tell you this. Really, the best thing you can do is go and look at things. And this is what makes you a true aficionado. It's handling pieces, seeing pieces, and this is what it is. It's experience, okay? Experience. And the amazing thing is you can look at a piece which looks like dog shit, okay? But it's never been polished before. It can be restored really, really well. And this is the whole thing. It takes a trained eye to work out what is great and what is not so great. And I really say, in all honesty there, you've just got to. The only way you can work out what his condition is like, it's by experiencing yourself. Go and look at some new pieces. Go and look at secondhand. Go and, you've got to have this passion for it. You can't just watch one of my fucking shitty videos and suddenly you're a watch guru. It doesn't fucking work like that. You've really got to experience it yourself. And, That's something I can't implant. You've just got to see different stock, see what dealers sell things for, and that's what I really recommend. And the key thing is, I'll tell you this now. Decide what you like. Decide, what models you love, and make it your passion to get them. And I tell you the truth. Sometimes, my watches themselves they're not museum-type pieces. The only way you can keep a piece perfect is by putting it in plastic and putting it in the fucking bank safe. But what's the point of all this? What is the point of doing that? That's not really my cup of tea. And I got to say, in all honesty there, I love my watches, but I love to use them. And it's the journey. It's the journey. And let me ask you this. If your father had a beautiful heirloom type watch, like a Vacheron or an AP or a Patek or a Jaeger-LeCoultre or even a Rolex Sub, what would you prefer? A mint, never worn example with box and papers? Or would you like a well-worn piece that you can remember him wearing when you were a kid? You can remember him always having it on? Which piece would you love more? And that's what it gets down to. And I can't recommend it enough. Enjoy your pieces. Don't make the museum pieces. And as far as condition goes, go to a dealer now and go and see what new pieces are like and what second-hand pieces are like. I'm Archie Luxury. I hope you've enjoyed this installment. Tell me what you fuckers think.